Hashtag Unsettle150 and Reoccupation are being used by Canada's Indigenous people to draw attention to the colonization of Canada. Idle No More is a protest movement led by Canada's First Nations people calling for a day of national action. Many are saying that there's really nothing to celebrate.
My relationship to Canada is awkward. I think Inuit have a role to play in the national discussion about decolonization, as a Native people who are generally happy to be Canadians, but not necessarily happy with the state of Canada. Every single time I see a Canada 150 logo, I want to take a Sharpie and add a couple zeros to the end of it. It's Canada 15,000, get with the times. Asking me to celebrate Canada 150 as being 150 years old is asking me to deny 14,000 years of Indigenous history on this continent.
A resistance against Canada Day started last week with a teepee going up on Parliament Hill in Ottawa. Our colleagues at AJ Plus have more on that.
The anniversary of racism and genocide and colonization. So we're trying to educate Canadians about the history of Canada, that we have nothing to celebrate. Prime Minister Trudeau and his wife showed up unannounced, caught the organizers off guard, and went into teepee to talk. But it seemed like he was there for, his typical photo op. Although Trudeau says he's implementing the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, in fact, he's not doing that on the ground. He's approving pipelines, dams, mines, and he's ignoring the free, prior, informed consent of Indigenous peoples in doing that.
Daniel Cayley Dowse took these pictures and put them on his Facebook page overnight leading up to Canada Day. One of the banners from the activists here says, "Our home of native land." Now, Canadian comedian Mark Critch, he later tweeted this, saying that some say Canada isn't worth celebrating. Well, we live where the PM will take off his shoes to visit your protest teepee. I like it here. Are you in Canada? If you are, we want to hear from you. You can tweet us your questions directly to me at Leah Harding AJE, or you can use the hashtag AJ Newsgrid.